live, on your side. Channel 2 News at 6 starts now.
Our top story tonight, we are learning more about a deadly incident on the mainline thruway last night, which closed all eastbound lanes between Camp and Milestrip roads in Hamburg for several hours. I'm Dave McKinley. State police say a pedestrian was killed after being hit by numerous vehicles. Between exits 56 and 57, they tell us one driver pulled over and called 911 after hitting the man, who was also run over by several other cars and tractor trailers. The victim's remains were taken to ECMC for an autopsy and to be identified. Today was the first day of early voting for the New York primary election. You can vote early through Sunday, June 23rd. The primary will be held Tuesday, June 25th. In Erie County, only 19 of its 38 polling sites will be open. The Board of Elections says only 123 people voted on this first day. You can check on your county's Board of Elections website for more information. Buffalo's Juneteenth Festival is underway this weekend. The annual parade stepped off this morning, and the festival continues through tomorrow night at Martin Luther King Park. WGRZ-TV's Keelan Berrien was out there earlier. He now joins us from the rooftop with more on the festivities. Keelan.
Yeah, Dave, one thing I can say was that I might have to circle back out there tomorrow because Big Wayne, which is a creepy spot out there, he has some jerk chicken that I was eyeing out there, and I'm a little hungry right now. But despite that, this is bring a lot of community out, a lot of residents out from the community, but what can you expect? Because this is one of the biggest Juneteenth festivals in the country, and this year it was like the 49th year. But some residents tell me it looks like the Juneteenth gets bigger and bigger every year here in Buffalo. The parade kicked off at 10 this morning, where there were more than 5,000 marchers, but then everyone flocked to MLK Park, where organizers say more than 30,000 people are expected to be out this year. And there were so many vendors to check out. There were folks making their own handbags, hair care products, and even food. But here's what a few people had to say.
My business, so honestly what inspired me was pretty much me always wearing my natural hair, and I just want all black men, women, and children to feel comfortable wearing their natural hair. We got to represent ourselves, okay?
Go together, everybody's together.
Yeah, a lot of people are so going head to head with each other.
This is
everybody looks
for everybody.
I'm impressed that it continues to grow. I think I was parking and I met a woman that said she came from Canada. I think with that kind of reach, you can spread whatever message you need to within the community.
Now, there were over 150 vendors to choose from. Day one of the festival wraps up tonight at 7 o'clock, but it will start back up tomorrow. Those hours are going to be from noon to 7, so make sure you get yourself out there at MLK Park to really enjoy the festivities that the community has to offer. Dave, we're going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Keelan, Governor Hochul was in Buffalo to march in the parade. While here, she spoke about the resilience of the city's east side and the importance of moving forward, but not forgetting struggles and hardships of the past.
What does freedom mean if you can't start a business because they won't give you a loan? Right. Or you can't get a mortgage for your house? What is freedom like today in 2024? Let's keep pushing forward to make sure that we honor their stories, their struggles, their sacrifice, and the resiliency of a people who find themselves here today after suffering incalculable loss 2 years ago.
She is speaking, of course, about the 514 shootings. Meanwhile, the state has named 9 members to a reparations committee to study the impact on black New Yorkers from slavery, a practice which was abolished in this state nearly 200 years ago. They had a lovely day for all the Juneteenth celebrations, and Storm Team 2's Jennifer Stanonis was there as well. She marched with many other members of the Channel 2 News teams. Joins us now with our forecast. It's a good thing that parade was today, Jen, because I think things are going to be heating up soon.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day today with 70s, sunny skies. Team 2 was there. We had the storm tracker there. We'll have more on that coming up tonight on Channel 2 News at 11. Gorgeous day, great day for the parade, and so many festivities and festivals. We're going to start warming things up for tomorrow and especially during the week, but This evening, gorgeous. We have the sunny skies and comfortable temperatures continuing, and we'll continue to do so right on into the morning. And really not much on the radar in terms of precipitation. I mean, we're going to have this dominant high pressure system setting up. It's going to continue to pump the heat and humidity into our area for especially much of next week, but mainly dry stretch expected with that heat, with some sunshine, even partly to mostly sunny skies. It's going to start, it'll be warm tomorrow. It's going to get much warmer Monday, and then the heat kicks up Tuesday and into Wednesday. Highs, even some mid to low 90s. So weather impact alert days likely for Tuesday and Wednesday for that heat and humidity, which may last into Thursday as well. But it looks like we could be tying, if not breaking, record daily highs on Tuesday and especially Wednesday, with that heat kind of peaking for both of those days. Also going to be muggy, dew point temperatures increasing right around 70. So the humidity level is going to be high. So even oppressive humidity possible. When you combine the temperatures and the humidity, you get what it feels like outside, those heat index values. So this is what it looks like. I mean, we could even approaching 100 for what it feels like Tuesday and into Wednesday potentially for many locations, especially inland from the lake. So that's something we're going to definitely have to monitor and definitely plan ahead for the heat and humidity this week. All right, tonight's forecast, enjoy the refreshing temperatures. I mean, lows dropping down to around 50, even some upper 40s. Open those windows, enjoy, because this is probably the last time refreshing air comes in for many, many days. So note that. We'll have clear skies tonight, some sunshine tomorrow for Father's Day. Temperatures after a nice morning will start to increase. It'll be just a warmer day for tomorrow. Highs low 80s, maybe some mid 80s inland. And then the warmth starts to move in, even those lows around 70 for Sunday night. So yes, relief from the heat, however you can get it, and even beautiful conditions along the lake shores expected, at least to find some of the cooler air with those lake temperatures in the mid 60s. Looks like a nice beach and boating forecast for Sunday. Waves just expected to be 1 to 2 feet for Lake Ontario. All right, Monday's forecast, we start to have those very warm conditions, high temperatures even near 90, low temperatures, I mean, mid to low 70s. So definitely weather impact alert days, a potential for Tuesday and Wednesday for the heat, as we'll have highs mid to low 90s potentially, and lows even some mid to low 70s. We start to finally feel a little bit relief with conditions end of the week and into next weekend, but it's still going to be pretty warm. So plan accordingly. That's the latest on your forecast.
This is the Two on Your Side Celino Law Sports Desk.
Well, you can thank the 124th U.S. Open at Pinehurst this weekend for this special edition of Channel 2 News at 6. The third round of the tournament is well underway this afternoon on NBC and Channel 2. So why not? Let's get a quick update of what that leaderboard is looking like right about now. Again, this update is from a little over halfway through the third round now, but we've got a three-way tie for that first place spot. Bryson DeChambeau, Matt Hugh Puvone, and Tony Finau all sitting at 5 under on the tournament. Ludwig Aberg and Rory McIlroy right there in the thick of it as well, battling for that top spot. Final updates from the day coming up on Channel 2 News tonight at 11. In hockey tonight, the Stanley Cup Finals continue on as the Florida Panthers look for a clean sweep of the Edmonton Oilers in Game 4. The Panthers now just one win away from their first Stanley Cup title after just barely holding on for a 4-3 win in Game 3. Now, if the Panthers can win this one tonight on the road in Edmonton, it would be the first Stanley Cup final sweep since 1998. This matchup will get underway at 8 p.m. and we'll be sure to have those game highlights tonight at 11. Also coming up tonight at 11, the Bills may be off until training camp in late July, but we will be continuing our coverage of the team this offseason, including what linebacker Terrell Bernard had to say over in Orchard Park this past week about this season and how he can have continued success in his second year now as a full-time starter. Our Jonathan Acosta with that story coming up tonight at 11. But for now, reporting in studio, I'm Lindsay Moppert, Channel 2 Sports.